name is Kimberly Gillis, and I'm here to do a persuasion speech about the importance of recycling. Recycling is sort of like exercising. We all know we should do it, but not all of us do it as often as we should. Some of us don't even do it at all. Listen to the staggering environmental statistics that was discussed in an article called Recycling Fun Facts. In 1 year alone, the United States produces 160 million tons of garbage, and that only includes the legally dumped garbage. Really, how much is 160 tons? According to the article, it is enough metal to build 2 million automobiles, enough wood to construct 1 million homes, enough paper to publish all the daily newspapers in the country, enough aluminum to rebuild the entire American air fleet 71 times, and would fill 11 million garbage trucks. It is easy to recycle. Most household products can be recycled, and it only takes a little of your time. We know recycling is important. Let's discuss why. Recycling is an idea whose time has come, although it may seem to you that everyone recycles, we don't. People feel it's time-consuming and a hassle. However, it is actually very easy and is necessary. Recycling has become necessary because landfills are rapidly closed and are causing increasingly more damage to the environment. As discussed in the article Saving Earth, landfills have decreased in number from 20,000 in 1978 to a little over 3,000 in 1997. Landfills cause serious air and water pollution, and in the same article it states that a large landfill near Miami, Florida has polluted a nearby lake to the extent that fish no longer exist there. It also stated that decomposition of waste in landfills release methane, which can kill vegetation as well as increase the spread of disease such as hepatitis. To manage the growing volume of solid waste, it is necessary to turn to alternative methods such as recycling. Americans do not do their share in recycling. Recycling saves energy and reduces pollution. As discussed in the book, The McGraw-Hill Recycling Handbook, the United States recycles only 11% of its waste. Japan recycles nearly 50% of its consumer waste. Recycling is required in only 15% of American communities. Although about 42% of Americans say they recycle, only a small percentage said that waste disposal is a major national concern. Now that we know why recycling is important, let's discuss what can be recycled. Almost everything in a trash bag can be recycled. As discussed in the article in Popular Mechanics magazine, paper constitutes the largest portion of recycled materials. Worldwide, newspapers such as just regular everyday newspapers makes up approximately 10% of solid waste. Paper is the most widely recycled material. For each ton of newspaper recycled, 17 trees are saved. Plastics, such as water bottles, plastic milk containers, anything that would be plastic, are another material that should be recycled. In the same article, it states that approximately 20% of plastics is recycled. It takes twice as much energy to burn plastic as to recycle it. Most plastics contain polyurethane, which it takes thousands of years to disintegrate. Aluminum, such as any drinking can, any aluminum product that you have, is the most successful recycled. In the article Recycling Fun Facts, it states that in 1972, 53 million pounds of aluminum cans were recycled. Today, that amount is more than 1,612 million pounds. Americans earn about $1 billion a year from recycling aluminum alone. Here's some more insight on why recycling is important. Recycling can be an aid to the world's mountain of trash. If the world community send less trash to the landfill, the closing of landfills will not be a crisis. J. Winston Porter, an administrator for the EPA, said, "It is in recycling that I see the most early promise for the improved solid waste management." Will Steger, author of Saving Earth, says, "There will always be another landfill cannot be words that we live by. The time for the shift from a throwaway society to a conservative society has arrived." Studies show that 60 to 75% of garbage in landfills can be recycled. That means if everybody recycled, our landfills would be 60 to 75% less full. Recycling reduces pollution. Many factories that produce plastic, metals, and paper products release toxins into the air. If we recycle these materials, there would be less need for these factories to produce new materials. Let's review why recycling is very important. It is very important for all of us to recycle. It is so easy to recycle household goods, and it takes little time. As in the article Recycling Fun Facts states, on average, each person in the United States produces 6 each year. If you recycled all of that, you could save around 1,100 pounds of waste per year from going to a landfill by recycling just alone on your own. In closing, we all need to remember that recycling is the way to help our planet and to save it for next generations. This is something each of us can do.